Now that we have power back, welcome back to some more Stormworks here. I'm StormRunner Gaming, and today we're going to be checking out this I don't know if it is a newer design or an older design here, but it is a railway gun, a type of cannon type of thing. It's something like it uses pneumatic pistons. I actually broke it down, and I am going to take it into the workshop after I do fire it off here once or twice because it is reloadable, which is another cool feature from this thing. But I am going to take it back over to the workshop and show you guys how I think it works. I mean, I know the pneumatic pistons inside here is what actually is firing the projectile in the back here, but it also does have a couple cool features. But I'm gonna level with you guys here real quick. This is in the non-advanced mode. I guess you can call it simple mode or whatever, but I didn't actually have a train engine to pull this out, so like a lot of my other builds and stuff, I kind of just pushed it out here. But yeah, anyways, other than that, I can actually load it and fire it off here. And it actually is, you have a couple controls, and you have to make sure you're doing everything in the correct order. And just like the creator, I can't remember his or her name, but I'll put it on screen right now. They put in their description, it is a little bit wonky here and there. It has a couple problems firing here and there, but oh, I guess there's no guardrail there, so we kind of just fell off the side. But we're gonna go up here, and we're actually going to have to load up the one bullet here. Actually, we're gonna have to, if I remember correctly, we want pistons down. We want to take the slot out, slot down, and then we also want the this toggle button to be on as well. And that toggle button is gonna, looks like it's a little bit stuck. Maybe I can, hopefully I can make it go out a little bit better, please. Okay, maybe it's got enough real estate to where it can be pushed to the front, because what happens here is when we load this this like shell or bullet, whatever you want to call it, into the gun here, it's going to be pushed forward to the front in front of the pneumatic pistons by this rail here. And after that, you charge up the things and click the fire button. So now we're going to have to, let's make sure we got everything. I believe we have everything good up there. So we're going to put that back up, pushing it in there. That actually worked. The other time I was testing this out, this actually got stuck, so you had to go and push this in. But right now it's actually working, so we can push that track in. You can actually see it being pushed. You can't actually see it, but if you can just catch a glimpse, it's pushing it all the way to the front of the cannon or the barrel there. Now we can throw the track all the way back out, and then we can pull this out real quick and push that down. And I'm gonna make sure the looks like the shell is at the front of the cannon there, so we're good on that aspect. Now we're gonna have to click our toggle button here again, and then put the pistons back up. So now we've got it locked and loaded, and all we have to do is put that back up and slide that up. Got stuck. You're gonna have to push that. Come on. Come on, it usually works. I don't know why it isn't working now, but actually I don't think that's entirely necessary for this weapon firing, but now we've got that. We also have a couple pitch controls and height controls over here as well. So here, let me go to third person real quick. I don't know if I can click it. I can click it in third person, but not if I'm looking somewhere else. So as you can see, in third person we have everything pretty close to the ground, but if we hit that face up button, we actually get lifted up a little bit more. That's a really cool aspect of this thing. I mean, I guess it can give you a further trajectory when you're raising up. Also, it has a turret up and a turret down, but like, I don't know, it doesn't do that much. Maybe I'm doing something wrong and this is stopping it or something. I could be totally wrong, but that doesn't seem to do much at all. Like, maybe there's a new version of it or something that that works better with that. I don't know. Alright, but now as the sun is almost going down, we're going to fire our first shot of this. There we go, and we get a little bit of a kickback from the weapon, and we get the shell launched maybe 100 meters or so. I don't know exactly where. There it is. We got it right over here. Yeah. I mean, it's not terribly far, but I'm wondering if I can take this design and actually put it on a vessel or something. It would of course have to be a non-advanced vessel, and I'm not exactly sure why they created this outside of the advanced. I know of course some people are newer to the game and maybe they don't know the ins and outs of the advanced mode. That was some great English there. They don't know the ins and outs of the advanced mode, but I don't know. Seeing the caliber of this weapon and everything, not like the size of the weapon, but like how good it was designed and made, and it actually works. Like that's something in itself. Like it actually working. It shows that they're a decently good builder. So we're gonna have to swivel around our second shell here into the loading mechanism. It is a bit tricky to get this in here correctly. We're also gonna have to spin it around so that the front of it is facing the other way. Come on. Come on. And they made it out of a bunch of weird stuff. It's like an electrical motor. What else is here? No, 2 electrical motors. What is that? The end of a hose, as well as well, I realized they put this small connector here so you can control it, especially putting it into there. So if it doesn't go far enough, you can grab that and pull it through. But I don't know. Alright, it was a long battle. I mean, it took me like 2 minutes to get that bullet finally in, but it kind of fell out of here once, so I had to like drag it back in. But now that we've got this created, we got it actually in the barrel of the gun in the loading position. We can bring that back up and the shell in. We need to make sure, it looks like that button is on as well. So all we gotta do is push this in. Yeah, it got stuck somehow. Hopefully it'll go in, but I've been pushing it. Come on, there we go. Just needed a couple pushes. Don't doubt the engineering here. And let's push the track in, sending the bullet all the way to the front here. Give it like maybe 5 or 10 seconds, I think. And then we can pull it back to the back of the gun and unload those two. Oh, did I do bad? Okay, let's see if the bullet's still in there. I broke it accidentally. Apparently those work now. The things there. No, the shell's still in there. Okay, we're good. I didn't mess anything up too badly. Hopefully, as I'm falling off the edge there. It looks like everything is still working. I might have broken somewhere on the front of the barrel. Whoops. But let's go back and put these in as well, and we can do our second and final firing of the weapon. Maybe we can get it a little bit further. I'm wondering if I'm doing something wrong with this this turret control here and why it's not going up too far. I mean, because you'd think like a train-mounted turret type of thing would be able to go up like maybe 30 degrees at most. Like just put this on a pivot, but maybe it was pretty difficult to design it to stay level. So I don't know. I guess that's not going to go in for us yet again, but now we can fire. Oh, the two hit each other, sending them each other way. So I mean, from boat to boat combat, I mean, you probably have to be within maybe like 50 to 100 meters at the farthest for the range of this weapon. Maybe you could make it even bigger on a ship to be able to launch it further, but then again you may run into problems with it being too unstable, because this one I've had break on me a few times now. I've even recorded one where it just broke entirely, so I had to restart it. But yeah, it's a bit finicky. So if you do want to use your own, that, and one of the problems I've seen, if you're running an engine on this, I guess you could lift it up maybe, but if you have a decently tall engine in front of this, you're going to shoot the back of your train engine here while you're pulling it along wherever. Because I don't think there is a pivot on here as well. There's only the up and down, but that doesn't even give you much of a... Well, the base up and base down, maybe you can go over most trains, but some might still give you a problem. That and the trajectory of the bullet coming out of this is not too far. So, I don't know. We were going to run back to the workshop with this, and I'm gonna dig into it real quick with the logic here. And one thing I did want to point out that I saw while I was looking at the logic before for this, the power and the fluid for the logic is used in the simple mode, and you guys are like, yeah, StormRunner, derp. Of course it's used in the simple mode, but I wasn't thinking about that. And for the longest time I was in advanced mode, and I'm like, when are they going to give us this new power and fluid thing so that we can look at, I guess, different power aspects in fluid going through pipes? But now that I realize it's in the simple mode, I feel kind of stupid, but oh well. So we can see the pneumatic rods. We've got how many links here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pneumatic pistons here that are able to propel it, and it's got this cool system where the back of it goes out and down, like you were just seeing where I was loading it. It goes out, down, you load it in, and then that track pushes it all the way forward. But it also has this little shelf that comes out here somewhere. It's a full block of stuff in the middle at the moment, but there's that little block that allows you to get the shell all the way to the front of the cannon here, which is quite interesting. I don't know. I kind of think it's pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, there is a bit of logic running through this as well. Not too much, not like insane plane or crazy AI logic, but there's a bit of logic. I mean, it's mainly pertaining to the numbers of everything, like switching numbers to launch and stuff, but all in all, it's not too horrible, so I think I could recreate it, maybe. That, or I could just stick this on a boat and take off the train wheels and stuff. I mean, that wouldn't be too difficult at all. If you guys like this, please leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel to stay up with Stormworks and more of my content. But I've never been great. Goodbye. My people need me, and I need to go.